Hello, testing, testing. One, two. Hi, dog. Hold on. How's it going, everybody? It has been a while. A little bit. No, 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 not yet. Not yet. Push any button. I don't have an any button. Hey, it's a gray shirt, but another gray shirt. It's this isn't gray. This is blue. This is blue. Maybe because this is definitely blue. Hold on. You got it? Alrighty. You're you're welcome. All right. You too. All right. Yeah. All right. That squared off. Doggy, come here. Mason. So I haven't played this game in like it's been such a long time. Such a long time. And I didn't know what I was gonna do for Halloween, but then this just comes on the Xbox Live. Give Mason a treat. It comes on Xbox Live, the store. With I didn't even know. Here you go, buddy. Come here. And I didn't. I'm excited. I saw this in the on the Xbox store, and it was. This just brought back so many memories. So many memories of me and my friends, all coming by my house. We're fucking we like watch the anime or we read the manga and. Yeah, that was a very long time ago. That was what, seven-ish years ago. But yeah, that was. As soon as I seen it, I bought it immediately, and I was like, "Great! Now I know what I'm gonna stream for for the remainder of Halloween. And I don't know. It just brings me great joy to see this game on. How many years? 9. Jeez. See this game, to know that I can play this game on Xbox. And it's one of the more, well, I guess popular or more. Spooky stuff almost all day. Yeah, that's true. Almost it out of all the RPG Maker games, this is definitely the one with the most budget, I would think. They got like professional voice actors, Japanese voice actors. The woman that trivia for you, the woman that the woman that voice acts for the main antagonist in this game also voiced Pikachu in the Pokemon anime. So that's pretty famous. Not much more famous you can get than that, right? Pikachu's voice lines, yeah, Pika Pika, Pikachu. There's different inflections. Pika Pika. And then he did chew and alright, let me see. Effect. Well, amazing voice acting. If Nintendo wants to hire me, I'm always available. Pika Pika. just really deep Pika Pika. And the one thing about Chorus Party, it could be lower. Lower? Alright. Definitely. There's I'll turn that down here. And I'll configure it here to sound effects volume. Jesus Christ. Hi. Even though that's not what it means in Japanese. How's this? I need to, I think that should be good. Yeah. Too low. Will you just off screen job? Okay. I'll just put this back up. I know. So this game has a very, it's a Japanese horror game, and it's one of those RPG Maker games. But this has a very has a very anime-esque opening. So we'll I haven't seen it. That's a lie. I seen it last night, but I'll play it right here, or we're gonna wait for it to start. So, I'm gonna shut up and take my webcam away, and it just brought back so many memories. And when it starts, I'm gonna shut up. And the music in this game is great, from the main theme to the to all the background music that's in the actual game. All right, I'll shut up. Yeah, hear it. All right. All right. Okay. Oh, it brings back so many memories. Hey, yo, the theme slaps. The theme. Oh my god, the theme does slap. Um. So yeah, hey Scorpion. Yeah, we're a corpse party. You don't know what corpse party is? Or, or you like corpse party? He's streaming this. This game's great. This game is great. Um. But yeah, and and I was looking through the achievements last night, 50 achievements, and fucking this fucking game. It's one of those. It's one of those with the uneven achievement scores. Oh, this one's worth 1-6. I mean, I gotta get all of them, and I am gonna get all of them. But it's just, why would you do this? Who hurt you? Why? Why would you? Why would you put me through this? All right. I am getting all of them. All right, so we'll just go right through. How am I gonna do this? I'm going to. I think. So there's a lot of, like, narration, or not narration, but you know this game's very text based. I guess I'll read the stuff, or if you guys want me to read everything, I'll read everything. But I think I'll read the stuff that isn't being narrated by the Japanese voice actors. So you know. Think about how my cousin equipped a Psyduck profile pic and said, why are you Psyduck? Didn't know you were into Pokemon. And she's like, IDK, why Psyduck? Is just, I'm just a confused bird. I kept DMing her about Pokemon, so she had to change it. Are all these already unlocked? That's crazy. Not, I mean, like the extra chapters. If they are, I remember you had to unlock the extra chapters in the actual game itself. Oh, before I forget, I'm gonna look up Corpse Party, because there's collectibles. I want to get them all in one shot. I'm not even sure if you can. I think you have to. So this game has multiple endings, BTW, and not. And if you fuck up, I remember one of the endings, if you fuck up, you don't know that you fucked up until right at it'll keep going, right? This game has what it's called wrong ends. So, and there's multiple of them. So it'll keep going, and you'll like get to like the very end of the game, or the very end of one of the chapters. And it's like, well, actually, now because of this one thing that you fucked up at the start, your characters all die. So yeah, this game has wrong endings, and tomorrow if I don't sit in with it, man, it's fucked. Oh, okay. Let me just look where the ID tags are. The witch's house. I think the witch's houses might be too. Might be too. Like obscure. And cause this was like had a whole company develop it. How many are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is this right? Is this the right? Okay. All right. Finally. All right, finally, we'll get to it. New. Kind of excited. Really excited. New chapter 1 opening? Hell yeah. Oh, there's a little timer for speed running purposes up top, the top left. she'd do anything for me. That's what that said. I don't think. Oh man, I don't think she even. Okay, but I still love her with all my heart. All right, so let me know if I need to turn it up. I don't know. Should I read this? They already read it. Turn it up, WTF. Okay. So it was a rainy evening after school, just like this one.
その女性の先生が階段の踊り場から転落して亡くなったの。
Running down the stairs, the kindly teacher lost her footing. She stumbled, she fell, and she died.
みんな知ってるよね。私たちの学校、如月学園が建てられる前。
You've all heard the stories, no? Before Kisaraki Academy was built here, there was another school on this property.
この場所にもともと建っていた天神小学校。
Heavenly Host Elementary School it was called. So is the volume good or should I do it up some more?
不幸な事故だったわ。当時の校長先生は学校の
Voice acting? What is that? Voice acting and keyboard mashing. Is it good? Such a horrible thing to happen. Or should I not? I know, so you just want me to turn it up, right? I think we can turn it up. Oh no. Read it because I'm off screen trying to study. Okay, hold on. He cared for the school almost as if it were his own child, you see.
その事件をきっかけに廃校が決定しちゃったの。
Girly voice where? Should I? Girly voice. I want to give a girly voice to Ayumi. So, Cherry's saying poor Mai because Mai is moving, and that's the whole reason why these events kick off. I'm spoiling, but you. One thing led to another after the incident, and ultimately a decision was for the school has to be shut down. Doesn't feel so good when somebody spoils you, does it? No, it doesn't. It's only a minor spoiler. It doesn't matter. You'll find out soon. Head as.
それ以来心を病んでしまった校長先生は学校が閉鎖された当日に
The principal was so stricken with grief over losing his precious child that on the day of its closure,
校舎の屋上から身を投げて自殺しちゃったの。
he climbed up to his roof and threw himself to his death, or so the story goes. Gasp, Satoshi.
私たちの今いるこの学校は
Should I give a girly voice to Ayumi?
天神小跡地に立っているの。
What am I giving the... Or there's multiple girls. I give multiple girly voices. Let me see. People... Fuck. People thought Heavenly... Oh, that's not... People thought Heavenly Host is cursed, you see. This is just the latest of many deaths to occur there. That's not right. I can't do a girly voice. That's too high for me. That's why it was torn down.
しかも
Fanboarding. However,
階段で転落し
they say the teacher who fell down the stairs still has no idea she's dead, even to this very day. But who cares about Pikachu VA? We got amazing voice acting here. And on rainy evenings like this, after our school's day comes to an end,
真っ暗な校舎
some
の
claim she roams these darkened hallways,
今でも
still believing them to be her own.
そうもうすぐよ
In fact,
7時を過ぎた
it's almost time for her to make her rounds. Just after 7 o'clock? What the fuck y'all kids still doing at school? Fuck that. 7 o'clock. Got me fucked up. I'm not staying at school. As soon as that bell rings, I'm like Roadrunner. Meet, pew. I'm out. Fuck staying here at 7 fucking o'clock.
その先生が現れると
That's when she appears. Always always accompanied by a sudden blackout that leaves the entire building dark as night. Knock, knock. You'll hear from the blackness,
スッ
followed by the sound of the classroom door slowly sliding open
真っ白な顔が覗いてね
as her pale white face cuts through the stillness.
なん
Her
で
soft voice always echoes the same question. Is anyone still here? And then... Jeez, Satoshi, calm down. You ever have... They all screamed because he screamed. Fucking bitch. It's a blackout.
サトシもう大きな声出さないでよ
Satoshi, pull yourself together. Don't scare us like that. For some reason, all these Japanese kids stay after school doing weird shit. That is... That's true. I don't know.
だってさ
But it was scary.
やだ
You're doing rituals to get better at school. I don't like this. This shouldn't be happening.
手が込んでるな篠崎
Not bad, Shinozaki. You had me going there for a minute.
私じゃない
It wasn't me. I've been standing right here the whole time. This is a real blackout. Satoshi is Fox. Stop. Does anyone else hear that? And there's
音楽
Toga.
室の方か
It sounds like it's coming from the music room. No way. First the blackout, and now the door.
ちょっとサトシ何しがみついてるの
What the
よ
hell's wrong with you, Satoshi? Get a hold of yourself. And get off me. That's my chest. Classic anime tropes.
すまん
Hey, sorry. I couldn't see where I was grabbing.
だからこ
I
んな時
told
間
you
ま
it
で
was
残
bad
って
idea
階
to
段
stay
なんて
here
嫌だ
so
った
late and tell the ghost stories.
おいサトシ開けてきてくれ
Hey, Satoshi, are you you gonna get the door?
は
This is volunteer him to get the door.
上司みんなブルってるぞ
Girls
かわ
all
いそうだ
trembling
ろ
in fear. Doesn't it just break your heart to see them like that?
お前が行けよ
Why don't you get the door? Tell him. I accidentally sexually harassed you. Maybe just... Fuck you. That's crazy. Let me put this down here, I think. And, sure. Right here, I guess, would be better for this game.
俺はかわいそうだと思わない
Well, it doesn't break my heart. Oh, fuck, I missed it.
お前な
That's cold, man. Just came in to be higher or lean back. How's this? Higher camera. All right, we getting Snoop Dogg cam here time. Snoop Dogg cam here time. You look like you're melting. Oh boy. All right, Satoshi Mochida. Yoshiki, Ellipses, Naomi, Ellipses, Seiko, Shiver Shiver. Chat is cut off. What? That's crazy. Oh, there we go. Mayu, Shiver. Moshige, Ellipses. Now it's not a line. Fucking dirty fucking. How's this? Ayumi, Shiver. Why? It wasn't a line before. Hold on. I meant chap against the corner, not camera underneath. You know what? Here. What if we move it over here? Up here. Right there. I don't know. And I'll move my camera over here. Up your ass. That's how you get a stream canceled. Is anyone still here?
早く帰りなさい。
Go home, children. Miss Shishida.
びっくりした。
Did I scare you? Miss Yui?
先生
Screaming on point. You have no idea. You have no idea. I'm pretty sure they had, in some of this, I'm pretty sure they actually murdered the voice actors and recorded their screams.
先生。
Hey, teach. All informal.
篠崎さん。Hey.
Colluding together. Fucking teacher's pet.
大成功。
I call that a rousing success.
やられた。
Man, we've been had.
先生、タイミ
Your
ングバ
timing
ッチ
couldn't
リ
have been more perfect.
伊達にこの学校の OG じゃないからね。
I wasn't a student here for too long ago myself, so when it comes to the 7 wonders of Kisaragi High, I'm pretty well versed. Man, I couldn't imagine being a student at a school and going to teach there. And I'm sure that's
サトシ
he's still get up, man. He's still on the floor. I thought Shichuyasha was priceless, but yours is on a whole different level altogether, Machida.
俺もさすがにその
Pretty
引き出しは
impressive.
ないな
I could never hope to compete with that. I go to school to get out, not go back. Yeah.
いつもお持
But
ち帰り
she's
が
always
一番
got the
反応
best
してくれるから
reactions. Well, he should start a YouTube channel. Let me stop.
怖がらせがいがあって
I just love it when my scares are so thoroughly effective. It's simply delicious.
ホラーマニアの委員
Whoever
長
of
な
a
んか
class
聞いたことないぞ
representative in such a sadistic streak anyway.
ごめんね持田君
Sorry about that, Mochita, but I can't deny your reaction was pretty amusing. Off-screen hearing mouth sounds.
あそれより可
All
愛い
pranking
お客さん
aside,
が
though,
来てるわ
I
よ
ran into a rather adorable individual in the hall who's come to see you.
え
Hmm?
ほらそんなところにいない
What are
で
you standing around
こっ
out
ちにいら
there
っしゃい
for? Come on in. He's right here.
失礼します
Yuka. Hello, everybody. Is teacher okay with them being there after school?
ユカ
Yuko,
どうしたんだお前
what are you doing here?
お兄ち
Big brother.
ゃん持田君が傘を
Seems
忘れて
Mochita
いるからっ
forgot
て
his
わ
umbrella
ざわ
this
ざ
morning.
届けに来てくれたみた
So
い
little
よ
Yuka here was come all this way to deliver it.
そうなんだすまないな
Oh, yeah. Guess I did. Sorry about that, Yuka. Thanks. That Oni-chan, though. Is
中等部の子？
she from the junior high?
はじめまして。
Nice to meet you.
お兄ちゃんがいつも
My brother's always like this.
お世話になってます。
Oh, that's the voice I give. Always really kind. I mean,
かわいい。
aw.
サトシにこん
I
な
had no
可愛い
idea you
妹がい
had
る
such a
とは
cute little
知らなか
sister,
ったわ。
Satoshi.
あれそうだっけ？
Really? I never told you?
聞いてないわよ。
You never said a word.
お兄ちゃんのことが
You sure do love your big brother, don't you? Hey, I sure do.
お
Ho ho.
菱沼とは
Like
面識あ
she's
るの
met.
ね。
She knew him before.
ナオミ、
Hey, Naomi.
出現だね。
Looks like you've got yourself a rival, eh? Huh?
何言ってる
Sure,
の
I
か
don't
な
know what you're talking about.
この口
I swear this mouth of yours says the craziest things.
はいはい。
All right, everybody.
もう7
It's
時
past
回ったわ
7.
よ。帰る
Isn't it time you all go to get ready to head home? Oh.
うん
Oh, do we have to? Should we clean up all the Red Bean Cafe stuff first? It'd be a shame to leave so soon.
このまま明日も文化
Yeah,
祭
with a
やれそうだ
classroom
よ
like this, it seems like we could hold another cultural festival tomorrow. Are they watching Cars too? No, they were watching
私が来る前に片付け終わらせて
What
お
is that?
くって約束だったでし
Christ
ょ
for Arms. Isn't that what you're supposed to do in here? In the first place, you promised me this room would be ready to go by the time I got here, as I recall.
もう遅いか
Well,
ら
it's getting late.
明日早
How
く来て
about you
やりなさい
leave it for now and come early tomorrow?
はーい
Yes, ma'am. They threw beans at him here.
それじゃ
Suzumoto.
あ鈴本さんの
Oh, I like.
おごりをしない
Oh, Jesus. I know how hard it is to say goodbye.
向こ
It's
うに行っても
time to say goodbye to the things we loved and innocent youth. But I wish you the best of luck at your new school. I know you'll do just fine. Ellipses. Ellipses. Thanks.
すずめちゃんいなくなると
Won't
寂
be
し
the
い
same around here, Suzume.
鈴本さんなら
I know you,
友達
Suzumoto.
できるよ
You'll make new friends in no time flat. I'm sure of it.
引っ越しって言っても
It is not like
そう遠くないっす
you're moving that far
冬
away.
休みには
Come winter break, we'll all
Mira,
make sure we come visit. They ain't gonna do shit. And that's what all the kids are like. We'll visit you. We'll shit.
そうだよすぐ
Like the
また
nerd
会え
that
るもの
won't talk to anybody.
私たちずーっと友達だよ
Yeah, totally. Don't be so glum. We'll see you again real soon. We're friends forever, after all. You guys. Hey, brother. Is that girl transferred to a new school or something?
ああ
Yeah.
今日の文化祭
Today's
が
culture festival was her
最後の
last
お
day.
だったんだ
Aw.
みんな
Thank you so much. All of
あり
you.
がとう私
I'm so
みんな
grateful
と会え
to
て
have you as friends.
本当みんなのことずっと
You'll have a special place in my heart, and you always will. Ellipses. Man, like voice. Well, you never know nowadays. Sniffle. I think that's what it is. Stop. Oh, Suzume, take care out there. You're so dramatic. Ball.
私はいつまでも見守っ
Just
て
be
るから
watching over you from above.
そーっとそーっとそーっと聖子
Seiko.
聖子
Earth to Seiko.
そーっとそーっと草場の陰からそれ死んでるし
まあゆほら笑顔だ
Mayu, come on, let's see that smile of yours.
みんなで撮って
Okay, but how about we get everybody in the shot?
入る
I totally went in. Hey, because she said everybody. I hope. I totally went in this shot that has everybody in it. Me too.
俺も
Me three, says Toshi. Me four. 4! Oh. Big brother. How's Morishige gonna get into the picture? Your friends are really great, you know.
だろ
They sure are.
ちょうだいちょうだい
Give me, I want to see.
森重携帯に送
Send
っ
it
て
to my phone, would you, Morishige? So, like, all the voice actors in this game are, like, professional voice actors. They, like, voice other characters in, like, anime and shit. It's pretty crazy that they had such a crazy cast.
あ
Of
今みんな
course.
に転送す
I'll
る
send it to all of you right now.
先生
Hey, Teach, before we head back, there's something I'd like to do with
お願いがある
everyone.
の
Hello? Oh, I pressed the button by accident.
お別れの前に
Since we're losing one of our own, do you mind if we try it?
幸せの幸子さん
It's called Sachiko Ever After. Who's Sachiko? And what's with the paper doll? Is this another one of your occult things? Like the Pikachu voice actor, renowned Pikachu voice actor. Yeah. Yeah, kind of.
ネッ
This
トに載っ
is,
てたおまじないなんだけど
it's a charm that I found on the internet. Oh, God. Oh, you know, one of those occult charms, you know, become friends forever, that you find on 4chan.
その場にいたみんな
What
が
could possibly go wrong?
離れず
If we do it right, then all of us will be together forever.
いつまでも
Or we'll always be friends anyway. That's the gist of it.
おまじない
Oh, it's a charm.
お
Yep.
まじない
A mystical charm.
わあやりたい
Awesome. I totally want to do it.
鈴本さんおまじないとか占いとか好きだもん
I think Shinozaki had her. That charm. That girl's totally bonkers for that kind of stuff. Now, what we seen so far, what do you guys think is the main character? Look at this toe they found from Adam's corpse. I own it. What? Guess it can't hurt.
みんないい
Is everybody okay with this?
はーい
ウィース
You bet.
森重くんもいい
Morishige, you too? Obviously a teacher who roams the halls.
あはい
Ah, yes.
準備完了
All right, we're ready to go.
じゃあみんなで
Everyone gather in a circle
幸子さん人形
around this paper. Sachiko doll. But not Yuka. We just met her. She's not friends with us.
幸子さんお願いします
And in your head,
心の中で
repeat the words. Sachiko, we beg of you. Well, it's kind of weird because the very first person's thoughts that we hear, right? Or whose thoughts that are said out loud for us to read, or Mayu's. So that would be my guess. 7, 8, 9. Yeah, repeat it 9
9回唱え
times.
てね間違ってもいいから
Don't worry if you flub it a little.
言い直しちゃダメだよ
Just make sure you don't stop partway through.
唱える回数が人数より多かったり少なかったりすると失敗しちゃうらしいからね
You have to say it one time for every person present. No more, no less. Or the charm will fail.
なあ篠崎
Shinozaki. Hmm?
失敗すると
What, bitch?
どうなるの
What happens if it fails exactly?
なんかこの人形気味
This
悪
whole
い
paper doll thing seems a little sketchy to me.
失敗なんて
Failure is not an option. Just give it all you've got. Okay, yeah, sure, failure's not an option, but that wasn't the question. Man's asked what happens if we do fail. If the possibility were to occur that we do fuck it up, what would happen? Yeah.
わかった
Okay,
それじゃあ行くよ
alright. Let's get started, everyone. Everybody remember the charm?
幸子さんお願いし
Sachiko,
ます
we beg of you. 9 times. You'll get your ass eaten. Someone grabs your boobs accidentally. Someone sucks your intestines out to your asshole like a Boston cream donut.
せーの
Ready? Begin. Oh, we were supposed to say it then. Ah, shit. Yeah,
なあ
yeah.
やべ早く
If we don't get it on,
心
on
の
with it,
中で
I'm
もう一
afraid
回
I'll
言っちまいそうだ
I'm afraid I'll wind up saying it again.
じゃあみんな
Okay, now everybody, reach toward the paper doll and grab hold of it anywhere you can. This shit gets more darker than dark coffee? More darker. Got it, I think. You think? You either have it or don't, Naomi.
これでいい
Like this.
じゃあ
Exactly.
爪を使って
Now hold on really tight. Dig your nails into it if you have to. Just don't let go.
みんなで引っ張ってちぎっちゃ
We're
って
going to pull on it giggity, until it rips apart into 9 pieces, okay? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Nicely done, everyone. Hashtag bars.
そ
Nothing
の
to play the
紙
game.
の切れ端を
Now, just make sure you keep that scrap of paper safe.
学生証入れとか
Slide it into your student ID holder
ずっと
or
持って
your
てね
wallet. Basically anywhere it won't get lost.
ほうなんか意味あんの
So
か
the paper doll scrap has some sort of meaning to it. Then, yeah, Yoshiki, that's why they fucking.
それを持ってる限り
Yep, as long as we all have a little piece of Sachiko with us,
友達で
we'll always
つなが
be
っていられるんだ
connected
って
with one
そう
another
いうお
as
まじないら
friends.
しいよ
That's the purpose of this charm.
いいね
Wow.
これ
That's actually pretty cool.
超素敵だね
Pretty cool.
腐らな
Try
い
is
ように
super
しな
cool.
きゃ
I'll have to be extra careful not to lose my piece.
篠崎さんありがとう
Thank you, Shinozaki. I'll treasure
宝物
this.
にするね
No problem. Consider it our promise that we'll all definitely hang out together again. Definitely. Hehe.
じゃあ
Well,
みん
I
な
hate
帰
to
る
say
準
it,
備だよ
but I think it's about time we all get packed up and start heading home.
はーい
Yes, ma'am. E.
地震
Ah, an earthquake. Well, those nuclear power plants wants to win again. What the hell? This is like, holy crap, big. Big brother.
ゆか捕まってる
Yuka, take my hand.
みんな落ち着いて
Everyone stay calm. Get under your desk until it passes. Ah!
早く
Under the desk now. Ah! Oh,
何
what the? No, this can't be happening.
マジかよおい
Is this for real?
落ちる
Oh god, I'm falling. Big brother.
ナオミ
Yeah, they should have gone home. This is what happens when you stay after school. Ellipses. Thought you were playing me South for a minute. Yeah, this is the other RPG horror game. Hi TNT, what's up? Long time no see. Oh, my leg. My leg. I can move it, so I guess it's just a sprain.
捻挫してるあれ
Well, where?
じゃない
I'm not at home, am I?
嘘
I can't. It can't be. They would have even made it out if they didn't do the occult doll shit. Hmm?
暗くて
It's so dark. I can barely see a thing.
これ学校
Is this the school? Huh.
何これ
What's going on? Achievement get when the shaking stops. Where is this place? I don't know. What the hell is this place? Hey, that's the achievement nest. All right, now we're playing as Naomi. There's a loose board lying on the ground. Though scratched and banged up, it still seems to be fully intact and not much worse for the wear. That's how it went up. That's why I increased the text speed. There's even a backlog. You could hear. You could replay all the shit. Gasp!
あれはセコ
Is that Seiko?
セコセコ
I think she's dead.
大変
This isn't good. Just move the chairs out the way, Naomi.
セコ聞こえてないの
Did
か
you
な
not hear me? Well, you just move the fucking chairs out the way. What's this? It's a rusty bucket here. All right. Damn. Bye, bitch. That really hurt. Oof.
足
My ankle's in pretty bad shape.
やばそう
Heavenly Post. Third student reported missing. On flashbacks. One by one, the young students of Heavenly Host blank school seem to be disappearing as long as third student has joined the ranks of the missing. Classmates testify that fifth grader blank was on her way home from school, but got separated from her friends in the hall and has been seen since. Police are investigating the possibility of a serial kidnapping and have assigned countless investigators to the case in hopes of a speedy resolution. Thought you said boink. However, 10 days already passed since the first disappearance, giving parents and classmates ample cause for concern. Man, that bitch dead. Seiko, you're...
聖子聖子
Thank goodness she's still breathing.
聖子ねえ聖子起きてよ
Yeah.
あれ
Huh? Naomi,
ナオミどったの
what's up?
どったのじゃない
Don't you what's up me? I thought you were dead. Where?
ここ
Where are we?
何これ
What's going on?
私だって知りたい
That's
わ
what
よ
I'd like to know.
ダ
No, it ain't budging. She speaks very informally. Let's try to make this person walk for a whole stream with a broke ass ankle. They all have fucking memory loss. You're just in an earthquake.
びくともしない
These
よ
windows are sealed
窓
up tight,
外も真っ
and
暗
it's
で
pitch
よく
black
見え
out
ない
there.
し
I can't make heads or tails of what I'm seeing.
どうなってるのよ
What the hell is going on?
ここ
Oh,
やっぱり
it's certainly a
学校
school
なのか
building.
なそれにしては
Don't the desks seem unusually small to you, though?
妙に机が小さい気がするんだよね小学校みたい
Like an elementary school? Gasp.
小学校って
An elementary school? Yeah. A school before high school? Seiko? Come on, you know what that is.
まさか
It can't be. Can it? Gasp.
どうしたの
What is it?
壁に
The printout
人が
on the wall.
変人症
It says,
連絡通
Heavenly Host Elementary. Notice to all faculty and students.
信
Heavenly Host?
私たちの学校
Isn't that
如月学園
the
が
elementary
建つ前
school
に
that preceded Kisaragi Academy? The one that was shut down and demolished?
何なの
Nah, she's immediately freaking out. Calm down. Where the hell are we? Just said.
先生はどこにいたの
Where are our friends of Miss Yui?
落ち着いて
Come on, Seiko, don't get so worked up. Me, to be honest. He immediately starts freaking out. Sorry.
ごめん聖子も私も
Seiko and I just stood there in
手を
silence,
握り合って
hand in hand.
声も出せなかった歯が
It was the first time in my life that I'd been shaken so hard. I could hear my teeth chatter.
生まれて初めてだったから頭の中がふわふわして
I'd become completely lightheaded and couldn't even think straight, much less wrap my brain around what is happening to us.
考えることができない
There was a lizard in the kitchen today. I screamed so loudly my entire house woke up.
悪い夢かと期
Jeez.
待しても
I kept telling myself it's all a dream,
目の
some
前
horrible
の景色が
nightmare.
消えてくれない
No matter how hard I wished for it, I just couldn't wake up.
ただ静寂
And
が
the silence was the worst part of all.
ダメだわ
I couldn't take it anymore. I had to say something. Anything.
ね
Hey,
え何が何だかわからないけ
I
ど
don't have the slightest idea what's going on,
とにかく
but how about we try finding a way out of here?
外に
A way out?
このままずっと
We
震え
can't
てい
just
ても
stand here quaking in terror. We need to do something, you know? Besides, I don't want to be in this creepy place any longer than I have to.
でも窓も開かないんだ
But the
よ
windows are all sealed shut. And try breaking them. TNT with the bits, thank you. I've got like 26 gray things left from something. Thank you so much for the bits, dude. That's greatly appreciated.
硬いとかじゃなくて
And I don't just mean they're stuck or locked.
ガチって
It's like they're decorations on the wall. I don't think they can open. The tits? Show me your biddies. Or, thanks for the biddies, that's what it is.
外になんて
Is it even possible to leave this building? You just tried the wall, the windows. You at least try to find some doors. You're just in this one room. You jumping a few sharks here on that one.
ええ
I'm not sure.
玄
There
関と
might
か
be an entranceway, an
非常口
emergency
とかあれ
exit
ば
or something.
そこから外に出られ
Somebody's
るかも
getting
しれないじゃない
outside.
そうだね
You're right. And it's a lot better than just standing around. Just climb up the ceiling until you get to your school, lol. And the ones are right fucking it. Conrad just comes in with the stuff. Bro, there's a window that they already tried that I would have known that was there that they already tried if I didn't come in here late. God, you're fucking dumbasses.
おかしくなっちゃ
I
い
feel
そう
like
だ
I'm
し
going to be all loony in here if we keep this up.
よし
Okay, then. First step is to leave
この
this
部
room.
屋を出ましょう私たちだけじゃなく
We gotta keep our spirits up. After all, it's probably not just the two of us in here.
みんなもいるかもしれないし
Hey, the others have to be around here somewhere, right? Oh my god, look at
みん
this,
なと
this
一緒
music.
なら
Yeah, and if we can reunite with them,
なんとかなるか
we'll
もしれ
find a
な
way
い
out of
ね
here together.
ね
That's the spirit.
確証も何もない話
I had no reason to believe any of what I just said.
私も
I was probably delirious, to be honest. But I knew that if I didn't act, I'd start to go mad.
悲鳴を上げそ
I'd
うで
start to scream, be inconsolable.
必死に強がって
So
み
in
せ
desperation, I put on the strongest front I could manage. Character introductions. That was the introduction to this game. I'm just imagining the kids bouncing out of the room during the earthquake because they aren't here anymore. Use the eye to interact with any character and learn more about them. When you're done, exit through the door on the southeast side of the room to resume play. Also, hi, Conrad. Alright, guess we'll, It's Yui Shishido, a 23-year-old 11th grade English teacher at Kisaragi High. Just started this semester after passing her teaching exam and is eager to make an impression. Although not a perfect instructor by any means, her unjaded zeal and enthusiasm are infectious, and her students seem generally responsive to her methods. Also serves as a teacher assistant during homeroom for Class 2-9, and really seems to have connected with the students there. Is this remixed? Is the music remixed from the other versions? Yoshiki Kishinuma, 17-year-old student in Kisaragi High Class 2-9. Often regarded as sarcastic and cynical, but as far as he's concerned, he's just being honest. Although generally not one to participate in events, his fondness for Satoshi and Yumi means he'll make an exception now and again if either is involved. With intense drama at home, Yoshiki currently works part-time after school to afford rent on a small apartment where he lives alone. God damn. Ayumi Shinozaki, the 17-year-old appointed representative of Kisaragi High Class 2-9, often subjects her school classmates to ghost stories and revels in hearing them scream. It's generally believed that she carries candles and other horror goods with her at all times, just in case the opportunity presents itself to use them. In truth, however, Ayumi wears this reputation as a mask to hide her own fear of the unknown, which rivals even Satoshi's in its intensity. When faced with any truly scary situation, her knees give out and panic sets in. Only her personal pride can break her out of this fear-induced state. Alright. At least she's older than me and look 10 or 17. It's the... I don't know, it's Japanese, you know? Mayu Suzumoto, a 16-year-old student in Kisaragi High, Class 2-9, somehow looks much tinier than she actually is, but possesses a big heart and bright personality. Accepts anyone and everyone with open arms, never playing favorites, which has earned her nearly universal regard amongst her fellow students. Unfortunately, due to familial circumstances, this was Mayu's last day at Kisaragi High. She'll be moving shortly and transferring to a new school. Sakutaro Morishige, a 16-year-old student in Kisaragi High, Class 2-9. He's been in theater club with Mayu since middle school and developed a real closeness with her. He finds socializing with anybody else to be more trouble than it's worth. However, so he typically regards his other classmates with indifference. He takes great pride in his family heritage and reacts violently if anyone makes fun of his name. The only exception is the nickname Mayu has given him, Shig. Alright. Yuka Mochida, Satoshi's 14-year-old sister. Though she's an 8th grader at Kisaragi Academy Junior High School, she looks and acts much younger. In the Mochida household, Yuka's always been the princess, generally getting her way and thus never really shedding her childlike behavior. Despite this, she yearns to grow up, often attempting to act older or braver than she is, which sometimes gets her into trouble. Seiko Shinohara, a 16-year-old student in Kisaragi High, Class 2-9, lives very close to Naomi and generally accompanies her to and from school each day. A free spirit, she often says or does things that takes others by surprise, though she's also easily forgiven due to her good nature and amiability. Her mother disappeared 3 years ago, leaving her with 3 younger siblings and a working father. As such, she basically serves as the head of the household. Seiko seems to regard Naomi as a kindred spirit, and the two of them frequently have long conversations about their many dreams for the future. Naomi Nakashima, a 16-year-old student in Kisaragi High, Class 2-9, and a classmate of Satoshi since junior high. Frequently greets Satoshi with, "Oh, not you again." Having lost her father a few years back, Naomi and her mother now depend on one another for moral support. Still, she remains optimistic and cheerful. Her home life has given her an interest in nursing, which she is intent on pursuing. She spends her time studying, aiming for acceptance to medical school. Satoshi Mochida, a 17-year-old student in Kisaragi Academy Senior High Class 2-9, fairly average, but popular. Known for being, that's definitely a protagonist status. Known for being both kind and cowardly in equal measure. Despite his timidness, he's very personable and open, which complements his general sensitivity towards others and makes him a natural leader. The one person ever to challenge that leadership is Naomi, who is, consequently, the only person to whom Satoshi regularly defers judgment. You just sounds too. Said me, but I don't make anyone favorites. 14. I feel like this game is fake. I feel like this whole game is fake, and at the end we find that this is a story being narrated by some girl who is narrating the teacher slipping on the stairs and fucking dying. Alright, well, that was all the characters and introductions. End character introductions to return the game? Yes.
じゃあ行こう、ナオミ。
And they've been at school till 11 p.m. and the actual earthquake happens and they all die. Come on, Naomi, let's go.
オッケー。
Right. We got this. Ah! Well. Oh, hey, Naomi?
ナオミ。
Oh, wow, they just combined. Hmm? Falls in the hole.
足どう
There's
したの？
something wrong with your leg?
ああ、
Oh, yeah, I was freaked out. I forgot all about it.
さっき転んだ時。
I think I sprained my ankle when I fell.
大丈夫？
Well, that's not good. Will you be okay?
なんとか歩けるよ。平
I
気。
can walk. At least I'm sure it'll heal on its own.
無理しないでね。
Yeah, but you shouldn't push yourself. Here, lay on my shoulder, okay?
ありが がとう。
Okay, thanks. The shelves are full with overflowing with long black hairs. Ew. Outside, the window is so dimly lit as it's almost imperceptible. Seems looms a sheer wall of dense foliage stretching as far as the eye can see. There's not even a hint of what may lie beyond it. Heavenly Hills Elementary. Notice to all faculty and students, due to the recent kidnappings, caution is highly recommended during all daily activities. In each instance, the victim was taken quickly and unexpectedly, so please remain alert and aware at all times. Principal Takamine Yana Gagari. I'll never forget that I had to explain a topic to class, and my fucking teacher gives me the one word I can't pronounce: adrenaline. Wait a sec.
私
Another earthquake? When the first earthquake, you went to fucking a shitty school. And the next earthquake, you're going to Brazil.
収まった。
Is it over? Phew. I've had enough.
とにかく
Let's just get out of this room. Huh? What's wrong?
さっきと
The hallway looks totally different than it
形が
did
変わ
before.
ってる。
Hmm.
今の地震で
Maybe the earthquake made more of the floor collapse? Yeah, maybe. The womb kindergarten. Alright, let's see. There's a yellow fluid congealing inside the rusted bucket.
何これ
What the heck is this? Pee? Yeah, don't say that. Such a nasty word. Congealed. Ugh. If you should encounter any dead ends, be sure to examine any spots on the walls or floors nearby that seem peculiar to you. Hi, Fox. Woman's a woman tomb, Cherry. You would have died in the earthquake, Conrad. Damn, she said Conrad is not a survivor. This music, though. There's loose board lying on the ground here. Take it with you. Loose board, a plank of wood pried from the floor, has seen better days, but still seems relatively sturdy. The aperture relatively narrow here. It seems crossable, but it's a little too wide to risk jumping.
そうだ、ナオミ。
Hey, Naomi, what about that loose board we found? You think it could support our weight?
橋に
Like a bridge?
なるかな。
I don't know. It seems kind of beat up, but I guess it is pretty solid. Hold on. Should we go top or bottom, guys? Earthquake kind of scary. I thought there was like a remnants of earthquake once here. It was light rumbling when I had a fish tank upstairs in my room, 20-gallon fish tank. But light rumbling. I was on my bed and everything started rumbling. I got out of bed. It literally, I swear to God, literally, I got out of bed and it was literally like caveman SpongeBob. I swear to God. If you jump, I can't jump. It doesn't give us the option to jump. So, thanks, Fox, for the sub. Why are you Brazil? Now I gotta move it. Thanks for showing me that, Fox. I'll move to the other side. Oh, is there an endless void under the school? bottom. I don't know. All right, we're going the Fox way.
そうだナオミ、さっきの橋に
First time item user. Alright. Well, that means the first time in literal years my gamer score is my gamer score? My gamer score is uneven now. Fuck me sideways. What do you mean uneven? It is even. Because it ends in 4. It's an even number.
このろうそく
The scandal.
見覚えある
I could swear I've seen it before. Those are save locations. The first candle. You said you could do a girly voice? Oh, that sounds like me. There we go. Save. That didn't take long at all. Oh, Fox did the XD face. We should have went top. I was just saying. Shoes? Such tiny shoes.
ここ
Surely wasn't
やっぱり
elementary
小学校
school,
の
huh?
校舎なんだね
Yeah. You and the others must be getting pretty hungry by now. No, I can eat.
そっかセイコンチ
Oh yeah, I
普
forgot.
段お父さん
Your father's
早
working
い
late
遅い
tonight, isn't he?
うん
You look like
なんせ
apples.
ほらうち兄弟多い
Yep, all those mouths to feed don't come cheap after all.
父さん頑張ってる間
And when
私は
Dad's working to
主婦
put some
やんない
food in them, I get to be a house fro. Be the house frau. Oh man. Hehehe.
ゆうくんたちまだちっちゃいもんね
Yeah, I guess you and them are still just little kids, so somebody would need to be around.
セイコ偉い
However, now if you read the next line, a girly voice, Porter boy. Girly voice. I can't do a girly voice. You're pretty that's like my default. You're pretty amazing, Seiko. High schooler and mom all rolled into one. That's not even. You'll imitate me, but you won't do a girly voice. It's just, I can't. You're pretty amazing. You're. I need to stretch out my vocal cords. Am I a man? How are you?
なんかそれ微妙
I'm not sure how I feel about that statement. Ha 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 ha.
早く帰ってあげないと
I just have to get back to them though.
てかナオミもだよねお母さん一人だよ
Guess the same for you too. Your mom's waiting for you, Naomi.
絶対帰ろうね
But we'll make it back.
なんとかなる
I know we will. One way or another. We'll get back. We'll get out of this place. You bet. It's firmly shut and seems unlikely or unwilling to open through any normal means. Your mom and I was gonna say that during the character introductions. I was gonna say that too. I was literally gonna say that during the character introductions. Like, oh, you know, Naomi's mom, Shimera Seiko's dad. There you go, for happy family. It solves all their marital problems. Why are they gossiping in the middle of being stuck in there? Because that's all kids do. No good, it won't budge.
力ずくで開く感
Did
じ
it
じゃ
feel
ない
like
みたい
it gave it all? In fact, I don't think we're able to force it open. Man, so close, just so far away. Guess we'll better look for another way out.
そうだね
Yeah. If the first floor is no good, maybe it's an emergency exit on the second floor or something. We should head back and up and see. Yeah, maybe. Why wasn't this voice acted? That's weird. Us kids right now would be this. We're going. When was the earthquake happened and I fell? To be honest, underneath the table, cowering. Earthquake. BRB. No. This board taken precariously over the edge. Pick it up? Yes. Okay, Chris in general. Actually talking about an earthquake. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Yes, place loose board. Okay, but the music, yeah, right, Fox? The music? I love the music. You should have been here for the fucking anime opening that was in that this game has. The stairs beyond this point are piled with rubble. There's no way through. They're just chairs, Naomi. Please wait. Huh? You say something, Seiko?
セイコにゃ
Hmm? It wasn't you?
何かの
I definitely felt a presence of some kind. You're any ghost here? Ah! Ah, what's wrong, Naomi?
したのナオミ
Look, over there, aren't those bones like people bones? I can't see, Naomi. The text box is in the way. There we go. Oh my. Yeah, it is. Eek. What? What? Why? Why is there a dead person here? Because they died there.
待って
Wait, let me look at them more closely. Oh, you want a degree in nursing now. All of a sudden, you're a fucking anatomical expert. You'll be able to tell if that's a real dead body or not.
本当に人の骨か
Maybe
と
you're not real. Eek. Yeah, eek. Hello? Poke it with a stick. That's how you can tell if it's dead.
やっぱり骨だ
They
よ
really are somebody's bones. Jesus Christ, calm down. Eh? Bop, 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 bop. That's what it looks like the fire's doing. That's what it looks like the fire's doing. Look at the fire or the flame. It's bop, 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 bop.
君たちは新しい犠牲者か
You two are new victims, are you not?
人邪魔
Ghost! Oh, I need to find the moon, BRB. Oh, who are you? brought here against my will
無理やりここ
and
に
confined,
監
just
禁
like you.
されたものだ。
Where is here?
知ってるの？ここのこと。
Where is here? Do you know something about this place?
ここは恐ろしい力を持つ女が作り出した呪われた
This is
一
a
元
curse,
空間。
multi-dimensional nexus, multiple planes of existence, all piled on top of one another, created by powerful, vengeful spirits. Closed space, or perhaps closed spaces. If they're closed, we can open them.
我々も
You and
運悪く
we as well are the unlucky victims of an inescapable abduction. Who the fuck was this ghost? Is this the ghost of fucking H.P. Lovecraft using this kind of language? Closed spaces,
そうだ。
indeed.
君たち二人の
And it seems you two are not only the ones that have been
ここ
brought
に連れ
here.
てこられた者が
I'm sensing numerous
何人
others.
かいるみたいだね。
Meh.
まさか
Does it mean
本当に
everyone else is
みん
here
な
too?
もここに？無事
Are they
かしら？
okay?
心
I
配。
wonder.
みんなもこの学校のどこかにい
So
る
our
の？
friends are in the school too?
何人かは
I don't know the exact number,
わからないが
but I do know that others are pulled into
君
these
たち
spaces
と
at
同
the
時に
same
連
time
れ
as
て
you.
こられた人間が数名この学校に
They're definitely in this
確かに
school.
いる。
Oh my god, that's such good news. Naomi, they're here. We're not alone. Ellipses.
持田くんも来
That
た
means
よ。
Machida's here too.
よかった
But that
ね。
makes you feel a lot better, right? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
だが
However, you cannot meet them.
この学校内
They're
に
definitely in
確
this
かにい
school,
るが
but the space they occupy differs from the
存
space
在
we
している
occupy.
次元が違う。再び仲間
If you wish to see your friends, you must find some means of entering their space or bringing them into this space.
方法を見つけなければならない。
It's like a multiplayer map in a video game. You know, you could have a different. You and your friends could all be on the same map, but you'd be all in. But you can't see each other because you guys are in different lobbies.
脱出はできなくて
Even then, escape is not impossible, but at least you'll be able to die together. Oh,
できる
thanks.
かもしれないな。
Great, the gang's all here. Now we could die together.
そんな
Oh,
どうや
oh
ったら
God.
帰れるの？
Is there no way out of here then?
音量って何
You
者
said
なの？
we were brought here by
どうして
vengeful
こんなことを？
spirits, right? Who are they? And why have they taken us?
わからない。
I don't know. Neither the motives of our captors
目的
nor a means of escaping this hell.
ここから抜け出す方法
It's funny, Yang.
だが
All I know
頑張れる
is
か
that with some effort, you can at least live out your days together
君たち
in
は
the same
一緒の
space,
次元に
and that
存在
alone
できただけ
is a fate worth fighting for.
まだ幸運だ。頭が二つ
Two heads are better than one. Your chances and your opportunities are so much greater when working together.
なんとか脱
Do
出
whatever you can
見つけ
to
出す
find a way out of here.
私たちのよう
Don't
に
end up like us.
ならないでくれ。
Arr. Hello. Eek. Naomi, run. We have to get out of here now. Yeah. There's some shit being written on the chalkboard. Cough. Are you all right,
大
Seiko?
丈夫？成功。
Yeah, but what the hell was that?
さっきの
A child spirit?
ぼんやり
It did
光ってたよね。
kind of glow.
幽霊とか
I never believed in ghosts
信じ
before.
られないんだけど。
At what point? Before you met the flaming blue spirit or before you met the ghost kid?
本当に現実なの。
Is this really happening?
でも
There
人
were
玉とかいたし。
definitely ghosts in there. First time
あ
I've
んな
ever
の
seen
初
something
め
like
て
that.
見た。聖子も
So you saw
見
it
たん
too,
だよ
right?
ね。
She screamed at it first. Yeah. Yeah.
話も
We were
した。わ
talking to it.
けわからない
I just don't understand any of this.
けど。
Except that there's no easy way out for
校
us.
舎を出れば家に帰れるなんて簡単な状況じゃない
Like it or not, we're stuck in here.
確か
Oh, sorry.
大丈夫だよ
It'll be okay.
行こうよ
Let's just, march on with our hands held high or something. Hello? Help me. Help me. Judging by size, this appears to be the remains of a junior or a senior high school student. Closer inspection reveals a school ID name tag. Oh, okay, I didn't even fucking read that. What is this? Yoshiyuki Shinahara. Caught in a trap, bled out, age 18. Rows of dead bugs are neatly arranged on each shelf. Ugh. How'd the bugs get here? Shelves are filled with overflowing long black hairs.
何これ
What the heck is this?
さっきこんなのあっ
Was
た
this here before?
わかんない
I don't know, but it's
何かの
just a picture, right?
だよね
Mm. Image of the board depicts a figure holding a pair of scissors, pursuing 4 smaller figures. Oh, let's read this. Heavenly Host Elementary. Notice to all faculty and students. Okay. Snip was penis inspection day. Half off. No running in the halls. Any students caught running will be severely disciplined. Classroom 3A. The door is locked. Admit it. You hate all your friends. Goddamn. Eventually, you'll kill one another. Jeez, it sounds like horses for a nose here. We're friends. Oh, what the fuck? Science lab. Door seems almost like a model as a sculpt into the wall. There's no way of opening it. Hello? God, what the hell is this? Gasp! It's horrifying. It's like somebody was thrown from the other end of the hall at superhuman speed
向こうから
and just splattered everywhere.
触れた死体っぽい
Oh,
生
it
臭い
smells so meaty. Ugh. Sorry, are you okay, Naomi?
大丈夫
I'm fine. Let's just get away from here. Cough, cough. Okay. Ew. Old spaghetti from Porter's Lunch? You got me fucked up if you think I'm wasting spaghetti. If you think that I'm having spaghetti and I'm saving it for anything, infirmary door is locked. Ethan, have you eat Porter's steak? Whip the dog at the wall. Jesus Christ. There's a loose board lying on the ground here. Take it with you. I'll be taking that. That's so horrible. It's so bad. Where is he? Doggy. There are several crumpled sheets of paper on the floor next to the body. They seem to have been dropped by the victim at the time of death. Before four noble musketeers begin today. Let's meet beyond the main gate after school. Wait, tell. I'm in class from 5A. Everybody's fine. Yuzuha, come join us. Asuka. Mostly bleed skeletal remains of a female student lie sprawled across the floor. Loose bones, scraps of clothing are dangling from the hole in the ceiling above the body, just as she fell to her death from the second floor. Upon close inspection, there's a student ID name tag attached to what's left of her uniform. Alright. I need to get used to the menu system. Ribcage smashed on a blunt instrument. So she didn't fall to her death. 16. Mason! Yeah, you, come here, buddy. She might have already been dead by the time she fell. Come here, buddy. You're so fat. Jesus. Here, so everybody can see. Up, up. Who's your good boy? Who's your good boy? I told everyone that I'd go with them. So why have I been left behind? It hurts. Hurts so much. Looks like there really have been a lot of different people brought here. It'll work out for us, though. I'm sure of it. Heh heh. Ellipses. Right. Bop, bop, bop. If you wish to leave this place, you must take heed of the messages left behind by the many other victims who died here. Many victims have left their thoughts, or even their dying messages and scraps of paper that litter these walls. It hurts. It hurts so much. That door is open. Those doors are open. What else do we got? Closed door. There's a handwritten letter on the floor. I'm a goner, sis. The tendons in my ankle have been cut really bad. The bleeding just won't stop. Please don't give up. I want you to keep living for both of us. I'm going to document everything I've learned so far in the hope that you can use this information to help keep yourself safe. There's a partially bleached skeleton sprawled across the floor. Fortunately, there doesn't seem to be any sort of name tag this time. Based on the gore-soaked remains of the uniform and the length of hair scattered across the head, it's safe to say this is a female student. Gore-soaked remains of the uniform? Alright, well let's try... Yeah, before we go in those places... What's over yonder? Oh shit. Hello, ominous music. My head is splitting. It's unbearable. I can't take it. I can't take it. I can't take it. When we found Yuzuha's body, I saw a black shadow, but I didn't tell anyone about it, and now it's killed them all. I'm so sorry, everybody. I'm so sorry. Lower half of the text is obscured by a thick layer of dry blood. There's a skeletal remains sprawled across the floor here. Small enough to be a middle schooler. Looking closely, you can see a student ID name tag. Koito Fujiwara. Alright. Alright. Skull cracked open with blunt instrument. Age 15. Jesus Christ. That must have been very painful. Basement. Doors nailed shut. Definitely won't be opening anytime soon. Do not enter any circumstances. Principal Takamine. Takamini? Yana Gihori. Yana Gihori. Hey. That's before a door seems attached to the wall like a bullet. It was like these Silent Hill doors. You trying slow, bro? There we go. Ooh, what that? We're gonna grab that. Hello, person. A couple of note fell from a skeleton's hand. You're an idiot, Koito. If you don't believe with all your heart, then we'll never get rescued. I thought we were friends. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alan's seen better days. Skeletal remains of a girl with a big hole in her skull and still sitting in the chair. Closer inspection revealed student ID name tag. That's horrifying. Suka Kato. Suka Kato. Skull cracked open with blood instrument. Oh, somebody's over here cracking skulls. Hey, wait a minute. Wah. Hello. Someone else's thoughts echo in your head. If you don't keep a close eye on it, that light's going to run away from you. Pay attention to its location. Find the exact spot where it once stood. Examine it thoroughly. You come back, it jumps to the front. So how about one of us waits for it over there? See? See how you guys are thinking about portals. Alright. Where was it? No, fuck, I forgot where the location was. It was like, right there, right? It's the spot where we saw that weird glowy thing? Oh, fuck. I think it was right. I think it was right here. I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, you stand right there. Oh. Yeah, good. First try. You did it. Nice job. So what is it? Turned out to be this. Infirmary key. Achievement, get fleeting light. Find the key to nurse's office. Shiny metallic key with a pretty white finish. The attached label reads infirmary. Gotta show you what little teamwork can do. What a little teamwork can do, eh? Hehehe. We'll make a great team. Alright. You remember where the infirmary was? I remember. Let's see. Custodian's closet. Doors affixed to the wall like a decoration. Won't open. There's an erratic noise. Like that a TV set coming from within. Where the music? Okay, there it is. Alright. Here's the infirmary's office. Infirmary's office? We should beat this under 3 hours. 3 hours? King's infirmary created. The door is now unlocked. That's a really short time. Save here. Vast quantities of medicine and tonics are lined up on each of the shelves, along with a single bottle of rubbing alcohol. What do they need all of these for? The handle turns, but not a drop of water comes out.
そういえば
I realize just how thirsty I am. There's an anatomical diagram of the human body tacked to the wall. Looking closely, it seems that someone painted over each of the organs with actual blood. There was 2 minutes. There's a lamp on the desk, but it doesn't seem to work. Flipping the switch does nothing. There's no journal on the desk. At least it appears to be a journal. In reality, it's more like a model fused to the desk surface. It can't be lifted. The pages can't be turned. Can you at least read what's on the pages? The 90% world record is under 3 hours, so technically doable. Just look up. Anytime anybody mentions speedrun, you go up and you look it up. At least it appears to be journal. Oh yeah, I read that. Wash your hands with soap. There's a pair of scissors on one of the shelves, both with blades covered literally in blood. Fast quality medicine, tonics lined up in the shelves. Alright. Do we need this for something? Do we need this board? I forget. Yeah, sure. We'll use it for here. Oh, who was that? Do not re-evict me. There's the other count. Hold on. Some of the letters have faded away completely, making it difficult to piece together what the sentence is saying. There's a crumpled piece of paper on the ground that seems to have fallen from the corpse's lifeless hand. God will surely save me. A ball of haphazardly strewn human bones is heaped upon the floor. On closer examination, a student's ID name tag can be jutting out from one side. Sasha Shinomi. Sasha Seisei Academy for girls. Ribcage smashed in with a blunt instrument. I'm starting to notice a pattern here. All these girls here got smashed, and I'm pretty sure not in the way they were wanting. Lavatories, boys' room to the left, girls' room, end of the hall. I heard hand and I thought, yeah, that's family done to me. No justification concern. Well, nobody's here, so even turn the hand all the way and I drop water on this faucet. The smell of ammonia is almost staggering here. Ugh. Hello. Hello. Nobody here? Oh. Shut the goddamn door. What the hell was that? Yeah. That was either an actual voice and auditory hallucination. Well, if you both experienced it. I don't know which is more likely. Hello? No? All right. Yeah, a ghost is pooping in there. You should at least knock first. There's a clump of unidentifiable meat inside the rust bucket, completely crawling with maggots. At least the bugs are doing great in here. That's nice to see. Something's thriving. Play this on clanking. Hello? 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 It won't open. Hello? All right. Oh, here comes the legendary quote. I manage when people leave my room without closing the door, to be honest. Close the goddamn door. Here it comes. Oh man, I remember this. Do you have any of that ass medicine on you by any chance? You know the smeary stuff? What? Again? Yeah, my butt's been drier than the desert since we got here. I got some antibacterial cream if that'll work. You know. I'm gonna go butter up my pooper with it real quick. Oh god. There it is. Yay! She's so happy. Do you have any shame at all? His dry ass. She said I might die, but I'm gonna die with a lubricated ass. My ass is gonna be the last thing to decompose. Do you want to be exploring around here, Naomi, or should you? Big brother. Huh? Is that Yuka? Where the hell is she? Where is she? Okay, she's still here. Sorry for the wait. Thanks for the cream, Naomi. Put it there. Bitch, you didn't wash your hands. You're still open? What school is this, Glory Hole High? It might as well be. Yeah, well, that stall was closed before. The stall was locked and we were in here before. Was it? I didn't have any trouble getting in. Fine, I guess I'll let you off the hook. We have bigger things to worry about after all. Yeah. I actually just heard Yuka's voice out in the hallway. I think it was coming from downstairs. Really? Let's go check it out. Right. Okay. Butter up my... I remember that quote. It's been like 8 years. Oh, bye, bitch. Would have fell all the way down the steps. Oof. Naomi, you okay? That was a close one. It'd be a shame if her death tag said died from dry ass. No, yeah, that's why she wanted to make sure it didn't. It's the 19 now. My leg. Thanks for lending me a hand. Looks like she needs to lend you a leg, actually. No problem. I'm just glad you didn't fall all the way down. Seems like you sprained your ankle really badly, though. We should find you someplace to sit down and rest. You're probably right.
ほら私に肩乗
Here,
っ
lean on my shoulder for the time being.
ありがとう
Thanks. I want Seiko.
気にしない
Think nothing of it. If we haven't been successful in finding a way out yet, I doubt we'll have any more luck anytime soon. Besides, I don't think my ankle could take much more. Some place to lay down. The infirmary has beds. Buzz. Buzz. Well, let's check around here to make sure we got everything before we proceed. This door's closed, right? Door's locked. We got that guy already. Let me see. Pretty sure we have everything so far. Fuck! Go butter up my pooper. What is sentence? In all my 27 years of being alive, I've never heard that sentence used outside of the context of this game. Oh God! I think I stepped in it. Oh, yeah.
本当拭きなよティッシュで
Here, I got some tissues. Maybe you can wipe it off? Yeah.
絶対こ
These
れ
are definitely somebody's guts.
蝶みたいなの踏んだら
And I stepped on it. Whenever I life part, it made a squishy sound like I just plowed my shoe in a juicy pile of dog poo. Ew. Thanks for the imagery.
嫌なこと言わないでよ
That's way too much information.
ちゃうじゃない
Gonna make me puke.
ごめん
Sorry. Red Lobster. I don't particularly care too much for seafood. Was this note here before? Faith that awaits you from here out is a cruel one indeed. If you should get stuck and lose hope, the answer may lie in your past. You live it, search through areas you have not seen yet. You may simply be missing the one thing you desperately need to continue onward. Reality often throws such twists at you. I guess we'll save here. Huh?
意外と埃っぽくないね
Somehow I
ベッド
expected the beds to be a lot dustier.
本当だ
They are surprisingly clean. That's good, though.
とりあえず休
Now you can finally
みなよ
rest your weary bones, Naomi.
うん
Yeah,
じゃあちょっ
I'm
と
gonna lie
横に
down
なる
for a
ね
bit.
なんでそんな隅っこに
I'll tucked away in the corner like that, like an animal.
隅っこの方が落ち着くんだ
I've always preferred nooks and corners. They just make me feel safe, I guess. That's what my dog does.
私もそうだよ
Maybe that's some like crazy animal mentality where you just, oh, I'm by a corner so I won't be attacked by predators. Or if I am attacked by predators while I sleep, they can only attack me from one side. Isn't that right? Hey. I wonder if there's anything in here we could use to soothe the ankle of yours. Sit tight, Naomi. I'm gonna take a look. Okay, thanks a bunch.
すまないね
I love how the ass thing was just some random event, and now it's like it's never happened. Apparently, she asked for that stuff all the time.
感謝には及ばねえ
But
よ
like me,
ナオミ
I
さん
haven't done anything. Sigh. Naomi sigh.
よしよし
This would do nicely. I got me a makeshift splint and some bandages.
じっとしててね。
That sprain's a goner. Now hold still.
ありがとう。助かる。
Oh man, you're a lifesaver.
よし、完璧。
All right, you're wrapped up tight. How's it feel?
すごい楽。
Feels great, Seiko.
セイコ
Thank you.
ありがとう。
Seiko, away, Seiko.
どういたしまして。私も前足首
You're
や
very
ったこと
welcome.
ある
I
な
sprained my ankle pretty badly before too, so I know just how you feel.
あと冷や
I wish I had
す
some
ものでもあれば
ice or something put on it,
いいんだけど
though.
ね
There's a theme in RPG horror makers where you leave your friend, you come back, and they freaking dead. Yeah.
助かったよ。
No worries, you've done more than enough
で
already.
きるし
You're asleep now? That's fair enough, I guess. God damn, you fell asleep fast.
お許しもゲット。では遠慮なく。
Glad you agree. Hey, hey, hey. It's Slumberland for me.
相変わらず変な子だね。
You really are an oddball, you know that?
ねえねえ。ナオミ
So, hey, Naomi,
持田君に
if you
会
find
ったら
Machida,
何
have you
したい
thought about what you want to do with him? Hello? Teenage girls really be like this?
はだってさ。
Well, you know what they say when two people are faced with difficult situations, shall we say. It often leads to love. Sweet love.
もう覚悟決めて告っちゃいなよ。
You should well up all your courage to confess your feelings to him.
きっとナオミのことも
You
可愛
get
さ
all
そう
girly
な
with him in
に
this
して
creepy
くれる
place,
って
and your
持田
cuteness
君
factor will grow 3 sizes in his eyes, I bet. Seiko's trying to be a
あんた
wingman.
といるとなんか
I
普通
swear
に
with you
いつも
around,
学校で
I
喋
almost
ってる
feel
み
like
たい
we're
な
just shooting the breeze back at school, like nothing ever happened. But will she die if she doesn't get her butt lube? Like her ass will pop out of her body and kill her and sleep or some shit? Can't believe she does this regularly. Well, yeah, if you're gonna die, you might as well die looking good, you know? You don't want anybody coming across your corpse like, oh, this corpse had a dry ass. Look at it. Whoever person this was in their life didn't take care of their ass. I can't. No wonder they died.
ありがとう
Thanks for your advice. I'll think about it. Hey,
早く会えると
hope
い
we
い
find
ね
them soon. Mm-hmm.
でも一方で
You kind of
彼は
don't, though, do you?
こんなひどい
You're
目
thinking
に遭
about
った
you in here. Oh, where'd that come from? You think about how you wish he didn't have to be put through all of this.
ここにいなければよ
You
か
want
っ
to
た
see
の
him,
に
but you wish you could rest easy knowing that he's safe and sound back home rather than wandering around here. Am I right?
これって母性みたい
Must be those maternal instincts of yours kicking in, huh?
会話
You're a deep one, to be sure.
軽い口調でよく見
She
て
may
る
sound like an idiot, but she's right on all accounts. Guess there's no fooling Seiko.
さっきから結構辛く当たってるな私
Our ghost ass logic is factual. I've been pretty court with her since we got her. Here. Her. I'll have to make sure I apologize later. You okay?
ごっくりって何
What was that exactly?
すまね
Yeah,
え
sorry,
ナ
it's
オミ
just
さ
that
ん
when
の
I
尻
see.
見てると生唾が
Oh, God. It's just when I see that ass of yours, I start to drool. What? Very informal.
意味わかんない
You're so weird. Big brother.
またゆかちゃんの声
That was Yuka again.
聞こえたね
I heard it too.
ちょっと見てくるよ
I'll go take a look. You should probably both go
ナオミ
together.
はもう少し休
Stay
ん
here,
でて
Ryusuke. I'll be
すぐ
back in a
戻る
jiffy.
から心配だから私も行く
That's
よ
such a good idea. I should go too.
大丈夫
I
だよ
insist.
ちょ
Don't
っと
worry.
待ってて
I'll be fine. Just keep that ass parked in that bed. You got it? Keep that ass parked in that bed.
でも
These translators had a fun time. Well, but
せっかくだし
Look,
もう少し休んで
Ankle's
な
all
よ。
dressed, feeling better, right? Don't make it all for nothing.
分かったわ。
All right, I guess I'll stay here. What is this?
本当に楽になった。
Ankle really does feel a lot
成
better.
功。
Seiko has a definite knack for caretaking. Maybe she should be the nurse. Sigh.
先生。
Is Shui any other Satoshi? Wonder what they're all doing right now. Flashback. Rumble, rumble.
ちょっとサトシ、何しがみついてるのよ。あとそこ胸。
Clay, yeah, anime protagonist tropes.
すまん、見えなく
This was the intro. What are you thinking about that?
可愛いね。
You're lucky you're so cute.
会いたいよ。
I just want to see him.
こん
Why
なこ
did
と
this have to happen? This riding his ass. Whoa. Oh, now we're making accusations, false accusations. Why did this have to happen? Where the hell is she? The candle's out. Hello? Why? The door's locked.
鍵まで閉めてるの。
On closer inspection, there's no visible bolt keeping the door closed, nor any other evidence that it's been locked at all.
嘘。
What?
鍵かかってない
But
の
it's
に。
not
開
locked.
かない。
Then why won't it open? It won't budge. Completely fastened the wall through invisible bonds. Well, you're fucked. Are those children?
夏休みには皆さんで遠足に出かけましょうね。
What? Hello? My head hurts so bad.
頭が痛いな。
I can't stop this ringing in my ears. Oh, door is laced with countless strands of black hair, rooting it in place. Well. Is someone there? Sounds like a ballpoint pen scribbling away on a sheet of paper.
気になる音だわ。
さっちゃん、迎えに来てくれたの？
Hello. What the? What the? Yeah. Need to get away. Oh. Oh, you're a right son of a bitch. Fuck. Oh, God. The black mist begins to wrap itself around Naomi's body. There's no question that this is a malevolent force. If this continues, death is inevitable. So we gotta... You're a motherfucker. You're a cheating bastard. That's only a measure times line. All these four. Oh, his hair come from God help me. It's no use. His hair come from God help me. Just unnatural ethereal glow. Scratch. After the strong shorthand begins appearing in the journal on the desk as if it's been written by unseen hands. These letters are so misshapen and inconsistent, however, that they're completely ineligible. Right. So empty. Got a rattle. Looks as though she'll be shaking violently. Oh, what do you want me to do? Yeah, dripping from the paper. How to remove a tongue. First, you must ensure the patient's arms and legs are tied down tightly, preventing escape. Next, insert a fixed metal object into the patient's mouth to impede jaw movement and keep the mouth locked in an open position. The patient may attempt to pull back or curl its tongue to impede your progress. No need to worry, the effect of this will prove negligible. Open your scissors all the way, then close them hard on around the base of the tongue as far back as you can manage. The patient will thrash and scream, so it is recommended you apply as much pressure as possible and attempt to complete your task in one fell swoop. Jesus Christ. It's an old-fashioned space heater, but it's so full of ash it's probably never light again. Box of matches on the ground next to it. Take them? Yes. Box of matches. Box of loose matches found near an old-fashioned space heater. There's still quite a few left. I'll be taking that. Maybe we could try to burn the hair away. Hello? Haha! I'm gonna end up, hey, you might be a ghost, but I can still break them ankles. Nigga ain't worried about that. Hey, nigga ain't worried about that. Try to use the match to burn the hair. Yes. Flame wasn't strong enough to do any significant damage. Alright, well. Take the bottle of rubbing alcohol? Yes. Now this should do it. Alright, let's try it again. Oh, you're a motherfucker. Oh, it got me twice in a row. Damn, I was right about to escape too. GG, Naomi. Swish. The black mist begins flowing into Naomi's body through her nose, her mouth, her ears, her eyes. In no time at all, she's completely engulfed. Jesus. With vision darkening and consciousness fading, the last thing Naomi ever sees is the wildly grinning visage of a woman she's never seen before. That's GG for her then. That doesn't even reminds you of The Walking Dead Lewis. Bye. Wait a minute. Oh, thank God. I was like, wait a minute, did it not save? Oh, thank God. Oh, fuck me. Oh. Alright, we gotta do that again. These pieces of shit. They got me twice in a row. Immediately. Let's take these matches first.
あれ意外と埃っぽくないね
We can skip this. Alright. Cheating, bitch.
「夏休みには
Mm. No, there's hair on the door. You were so close to getting out. Specifically ballpoint pen.
さっちゃん
The last talk every time you die. Couldn't be me. Oh yeah, that's right. We need to burn it first before we can trigger the event to grab the alcohol. What was wrong with it? Significant damage. I'll be taking that. Rubbing alcohol, very old bottle rubbing alcohol, still almost filled all the way up to the top. After hastily splashing alcohol all along the edges of the door, Naomi lit a match in an attempt to burn through the seemingly ending endless strands of hair. Whoosh. Sizable whoosh and a waft of foul-smelling heat. The hair lit up and hardened. Escape danger match. Then hardened and fell away, freeing the door and allowing it to open. Peace, bitch. I'm going to kill you. Well, you already did once. Eek!
恐ろしくなった私
In utter panic, I began to run as fast as my feet would carry me.
どこを走ったかもわからない
I was so out of sorts, I didn't even know where I was running.
聖子の名
I
前
kept calling out Seiko's name over and over. Strangely, I have no memory of where I went during this time. I just ran as if in a daze, unaware of and unconcerned with my surroundings.
気がつくと
When I regained my senses, someone standing in the third
校
floor
舎の
hallway.
3階にいた聖子どこにいるの
Where's the other girl that was with Naomi? Was she sleeping? She went to go look for Yuka. She heard Yuka screaming. She went to go look for her.
聖子ねえ一人にしないで
Oh, this bitch crying. It's okay.
聖子いるの
Is that you? Hold on.
聖子そっち
Seiko in there? Well, I guess we'll see. I think I left a name tag. I don't have a name tag, and I'm sad about it. Sag, I'm missing one. 1, 2, 3, 6, 12. Oh, Jesus Christ. What's the achievement for? There's an achievement for name tags. 30 name tags. Not all of them. There's more than 30 name tags here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, yeah. Naomi got killed by a hair ghost. And, well, I got killed by a hair ghost by accident. And, now we're Seiko, we don't know where she's at. We're looking for her now. Hello? Stall door is locked from the inside. Someone's definitely in there. Gasp! Well. That is a rope. She's still alive. You're alive. Hold on, I'll get you down. Strangle. The noose around Seiko's neck is attached directly to the ceiling, and there's nothing at her feet. All attempts to help her are just strangling her further. Well, if we get the bucket that's out here, we can use that to stand on. Clip will identify me inside the bucket. Put her legs front, yeah. Ugh. A significant number of maggots found their way on Naomi's hands and skirt. An old, heavily corroded bucket full of moldy deposits and highly sated energetic insects. Yeah, missile one. Sag. Oh, wrong one. Nope. The filthy bucket fell from Naomi's hands. Achievement get a leg up. That's fucked up. With blank eyes, Seiko swings back and forth slowly in her noose. All life has been completely drained from her face. Why would you hang yourself? You were smiling and laughing all this time. Didn't you say we'll find a safe way out together? Stop this. Don't leave me all by myself. Where was your emotion? This woman's best friend just died. Well, when I first played it, sure. But I know, everything that happens in this game. Gasp. It's like, oh no. Anyway, I am not like that. Child spirits? I can't move. Oh shit. I can't even speak. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm really, 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 really scared. Me when kids come up to ask me if they can play on my game. Yeah. Somehow or another, Naomi found herself with a large pair of scissors sewing in her hand. Her mouth was agape, and she was lowering the open scissors into it as if intended to swallow them whole. I can feel the scissors blades clinging against my molars, and I can hear it too. Yeah, what are you doing? When I try to swallow a pair of scissors, my hand's moving on its own. My friend decides I'm gonna deep throat some scissors. She's not doing it on her own. Well, she's not doing it. It's those fucking ghosts. I would imagine. You never know. And I fucked up again because I forgot something. If my friend dies, I'm gonna deep throat some scissors. Push any button. Oh, there's 4 different endings. I got 2 of them so far. Possessed by spirits. Severed her own tongue with scissors. And the wrong end too. Attacked and enveloped by black mist like spirit. What did I do wrong? I forgot to go back and read something. I'm not a shopping list. I'm a ghost. If I remember correctly. Are you stupid? Listen. The ghost told us to go back and make sure we had everything. Friends, there is, if I remember correctly, there's supposed to be a note you're supposed to read in order to proceed. The halls, severely disciplined. Why are you stupid? Why are you gay? If you should die here, you'll experience the pain you felt at the moment of death for all eternity. Heaven's completely cut off. No paradise, no nirvana, just eternal pain. Why did I have to die like that? What this? Unknown key. A key to some unlock. Has the classic key shape, suggesting it's rather old. So I'll feel the pain of death forever. Let's not think about that. I think I know where this is supposed to go. I think we can use it on this classroom if I am not mistaken. It's locked. The only door that's locked. None of the keys fit the lock perfectly. Door can now be opened. Oof! Naomi, what's wrong? I don't know. It's like my heart skipped a beat as soon as the key was turned. I have a really bad feeling about this room. Well, Trust me.
大丈
I'll
夫
be
だよ
fine.
きっ
I
と
mean, it's a locked door.
鍵のかかってた部
You know
屋
what
だ
that
よ
means, right?
絶対重大
Booty.
な秘密が
Behind
隠され
every
てるよ
locked door lies a hidden treasure, just waiting to be claimed. Can't you hear it calling to you? Booty is the most important thing in the world. More important than water. Oh, God. Yeah, you know what I'm referencing. Eep! Another dead body.
人の亡骸だわ
Mesh has been painstakingly scratched into the floor. Jesus Christ, for fingernails. Oh man, imagine a scribbled Japanese with fingernails into the wooden floorboards. Whatever you do, don't look at the newspaper.
やっぱ出ましょうこの部屋
I
なん
think
か
we should
変
just
だ
leave
よ
this room. Something's not right in here.
でも気になるな
Okay, but I don't know.
新聞って
I'm really curious about that newspaper. Can't we just take one little peek? You guys think we should look at the newspaper? You look at it last time? No, this is the first time we're in this room. Be dumb and do it. Instant death, LMAO. Heavenly Post. Breaking news. Serial kidnapping ends in murder. Good name of Heavenly Host Elementary School has been stained in blood today as horrific details on the recent wave of disappearances are revealed. Over the past month, numerous children have gone missing within the town, and authorities quickly turned to kidnapping as most likely explanation. Now investigators have located the whereabouts of these children, and their findings are far worse than anyone could have anticipated. Bodies of the absconded youths were discovered within the Heavenly Host Elementary School building on December 18th, 1973 at around 7 p.m. Authorities further revealed that a male instructor from the school was found with them, alive but near catatonic, holding a pair of bloodied scissors. Each of the corpses appeared to have had its tongue severed and removed, blank mutilations, far too grotesque blank to describe. Page torn at this point, and the bottom half of the article is nowhere to be found.
ひどい事件
How awful.
そういえば何
I think I heard about this,
昔
though.
そんなことがあったって
Once
聞いたことが
before.
ある私たち
Not me.
ま
But
だ
I
生
guess
ま
it
れ
did
てな
happen
かっ
long
た時
before
代
we
の
were
話だから
born,
よく
so I
知ら
shouldn't
ない
be
けど
too
ね
surprised. Slam! Person sticks to the wall like a decoration. I won't open. Lewis head ass, a little tongue wear. Yeah, so what's your guys' problem with Lewis? I know my problem with Lewis is I never kissed him. He would never leave this room. I was cheated out of that achievement. Sob, sob. So when you say never, do you mean like never, never? Give him a tongue slurp, slurp before he runs out of tongue.
出られないよ
There's no way out. What did we do? We? Bitch, you wanted to look at the newspaper? We. I didn't know Japanese people could speak French.
ていうかさ、
What indeed? Huh? What do you mean?
もう
Just never mind. Sob. Oh, see? So remains lie sprawled on the floor. Close especially as a school name ID tag. See, now we found all of them. Shinachi. And Brotherhood High, class 3-6. Trapped in classroom, starved to death. Age 17. Hey, bum ass. We looked at the newspaper and got out just fine. That scared the crap out of me. But if you ever do a Nuzlocke, I want you to name your first Pokemon Dry Ass, the second one Tongue Lube. What the fuck? Panic sigh. What up? Oh no. It's gone. Where'd you drop?
何？あゆみちゃんからもらっ
The
た
door scrap I
紙
got from
人
my
形の
Yumi.
切れ端。あ、おまじないの？
Oh, the charm.
私のは
Mine's still my
学生
student
証
ID
明に
holder.
入ってるけど。
I put mine in my pocket. It must have fallen out somewhere.
すぐちゃんと
That's
しま
why
わ
I
ないから
kept telling you, you need to
だよ。
put things away before they get lost. You dumb bitch.
しょんぼり。
Now I'm sad. No, because you weren't sad before. That's the event we needed to do. Now we'll save.
あれ？意外と
Yeah,
埃っぽく
that's
ない
here,
ね。
right? We can skip this part. Just imagine spending 45 to 47 days sitting there trying to get out for the first day and giving up after the rest. 45? Is that how long it takes to starve to death? But remember, he didn't have water either. Why didn't he die? So he probably died sooner than that. It was probably a few days. I'd say at most 5. So he just sat there in that room, unable to get out. The door is locked.
嘘。
Right, we got to this before.
夏休みには皆さんで遠足に出かけましょうね。
なんか頭が痛いな。
Play Amori.
何がする？
Amori? I could probably do that in Dead by Daylight. Just go back to bed. Yeah, you're like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going back to sleep. Countless strands of black hair. Everything like that. There's some noise in your house. You're stuck in your room. What you doing? Hey, if there's somebody here to rob the house, they can rob it. As long as they don't wake me up. I got work in the morning.
えに来てくれたの？
Here's that black ghost.
何よこの髪の毛。
We gotta burn the hair. It must smell terrible. Wasn't good enough to do any significant damage. And Kite, this ghost, this spirit doesn't have any chance. I play Dead by Daylight. Douse rubbing alcohol. Or your nose. That's I just said that's a spirit. You fucking idiot. Alright, we got through all this before. Going to kill you. Not in this playthrough, you not idiot. Okay, then. Why did he take... I can imagine he took that as a... Idiot! Why? That's what Major Fox just did. Exact recreation of that. Gag wretch. Ugh. Patter, patter. We didn't see this part before. This part's different. Naomi, what happened? Are you okay? Sorry for the mess. What are you talking about? Don't apologize for barfing, you poor girl. Belch. Ugh. It's okay. You'll feel better now that it's out of your system. She barfed blood, though. Yeah, that's not good. You need me to rub your back? I think I'll be fine. Thanks, though. Did you find Yuka? Looks like we really are the only two people here. The two only living people, anyway. COVID killer. This place is just way too quiet. Ellipses. How about you, Naomi? Is your leg any better? Are you okay to be up and about? There was a ghost in there! While I was resting, a silly guy attacked by this creepy black person thing. Apparition. What? Oh my god, are you alright? Did you take your wallet? I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop before I get canceled. I think so. We should consider that room off limits from here on out, though. That's fine. I'm just glad you're okay. I guess we better keep moving then. Can you stand? Yeah, Mi's sprite looks like she's just face planted on the ground. Where are we supposed to go? Well, we've already been pretty much everywhere we can go in this godforsaken school. Only the other people we've come across are all dead. Ellipses. Damn it. There I go again. It's hopeless. We're finished. And I'm so tired. I'm acting like a child again. Oh man, the quality dip? It's not that bad. We'll figure something out. Class 2 Niners never say die, right? We're invincible.
明日は朝一でカットの予
I've
約
got a
入れてる
hairdresser's
し
appointment first thing in the morning tomorrow, and I intend to keep it. Both you and that's not so bad.
午後からほら
The chapter's
自
almost
転車
finished.
直しに行くの
And afternoon. What say you and I go get our bikes fixed?
ついてきてくれるんでし
Sounds
ょ
like a plan, right? Drain of dits. Let's report her in time. Hair demon ghost thing.
帰れたらね
If we make it back alive, sure.
聖子に当たっても仕方
Seiko,
ない
what
じ
am
ゃ
I
ん
doing?
止めなきゃ
I just can't seem to hold back.
ナオミ疲れちゃった
Like super duper tired or
らしく
something?
ないよなんか
This is so not like you.
もっと上げていこうよ
Raise that chin. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
何がそう楽しいの
What the hell's got you so chipper? Oh, here it comes.
なんかずっと笑
You
ってる
just keep smiling and laughing.
そうかな
Do I?
このまま
Tell
本
me.
当に出られなかったら
How long is that going to last if it turns out we can never go home again?
真剣に考
Have
え
you
て
given
る
it any thought at
な
all?
んとかなるよじゃなくてさ
We'll figure something out. That's a crock, and you know it.
恐ろしい目にあっ
I must have finally cracked under the pressure. This whole situation was just more than my soul could bear.
聖子を元気づけよう
I
と
thought
思っ
I'd
て
keep
た
getting
私
Seiko's spirits up till the bitter end.
気づいたら
But just like that, I was berating her, abusing her.
辛くて
All I had running through my head was pain and sadness.
子供が
I was like a baby
我
throwing a
慢
hissy
しきれ
fit.
ずに
I was crying
泣
out
き出してしまう
irrationally. Couldn't stop.
席を切ったように
Venomous words were
ひどい
flowing from
言
my
葉を
mouth.
叩きつける
If
私
someone
の
had turned on
心
a
の解放
spigot,
感は
all I could do was moan, complain, and belittle.
それと
I really was behaving just like a spoiled little brat.
家族だって
I'm sure
きっと
our families
いつまでも
are
心
going to be
配して
really
る
worried about us. They're going to search, but they'll never find us.
すごい迷惑かけるし
That'll be a terrible burden for them.
それは違うよ
You're wrong?
何が
How so?
迷惑っていうのは絶
About it being a burden.
対違うよ
Yeah, well, Chris is online. Wait, actually, hold on. About it being a burden.
いなくなった人が
When you lose a loved
大
one,
事だから
you cherish that person's memory. It's never a
何か
burden.
したくて苦労でも何で
You
も
just
して
want
あ
to
げ
do
たい
whatever you
から
can, whatever you
したい
can
から
to make her proud. You just want to. So you do.
私のバカ
What's wrong with me? Seiko's mom disappeared several years ago. I know that, so why am I putting her through all this grief?
残された人って
That's
そう考え
how I
るもの
think
じ
the
ゃ
people we leave behind are going to feel.
あんたのところは
I don't know how it is for you and your family,
ないけど普通は
but normal people don't
おめ
work
でた
that
い
way?
考え方
Holy shit.
できないよ
How about we split up? We can cover more ground that
別
way.
々に手がかり探し
Maybe
た方
find
が
a clue to help us get out of here.
効率いいかもしれ
This
ない
is
し
the most efficient plan of attack, don't you think? Here's your dad, you whiny bitch. Yeah. Who
そんな言い
who
方
says
ってある
things like that?
謝んなきゃ
I have to apologize.
私だって帰りたいよお父さんやユウたちに
I want to get back home as much as you do. Back to my dad and you and everybody else.
心配かけ
I sure as hell don't want to make them worry about me.
私が悪いんだから
It's all my fault.
謝
I
んな
have
き
to
ゃ
apologize.
それなのに
What's the fault? I don't want you of all people to speak to me like that. Don't split up, yeah. I'm sorry, just leave me alone. I'm sorry.
聖子ごめん私
The troop over there. I'm sorry too, but it's okay. If that's what you think we should
直美
do,
がそうしたいの
then
な
let's
ら
split up.
私行くね
I'll go this way.
何やってんのよ
The hell's wrong with you? Yeah. Couldn't even manage to say the word sorry. Let's split up, gang. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Head ass. I heard her loud and clear, though. She was trying her hardest to keep my spirits up, trying her hardest to make me feel better. But the way I was at that moment, Seiko was just a little too bright for me. So bright that it hurt. Wear sunglasses.
こうして
Get that SPF 150. And so,
この異空間に拉
in
致
this
された
next of
者の
closed
中で
spaces where humans are scattered and
まだ
imprisoned
幸
and
運
killed,
だったはずの同じ次元に
two
存在
friends
す
who
ること
should
が
have
できた
be
私たち
thankful
二
just
人
for
は
the small favor of being trapped together in this unforgiving place,
簡単に喧
but
嘩別
quickly
れ
and
をして
easily
しまった
divided.
この
My
些
petty
細
obs-
な私の意地っ張りが
obstinacy
大きな
towards
後悔
Seiko
を
would
招く
come
ことにな
to
る
be the biggest regret of my life, as the consequences of that hated exchange
その後
were far more dire than I could ever have imagined. Is this not a good ending? I mean, it's the canon one. Push, get the best ending? What do you mean best? That jerk. We go back up. Another earthquake. Is it over? You guys hear the Vietnam War happening outside. They're just cutting my grass. Are you okay now? Oh, she's not here. Ellipses. It's a tsunami. Earthquake. Ah. Told everyone that I go with him. So why haven't I been left? Oh, I read that already. Oh.
お母さんがいないお母さんがいないお父さんお母さんがいなくなっちゃった
Earthquake. Sniffle.
一人じゃ
When I'm by myself, I think of the stupidest things. You're about to visit her. That's fucked up. I just heard somebody calling out. All the voice? Oh. Fuck that voice. Firmly, some unknown ethereal forces completely sealed the room. All attempts to enter are being blocked. Alright. Oh, Naomi's okay. Gasp!
床が壊れてる
Oh, the floor has collapsed.
今の
Did this happen because of the earthquake? Can't take this. Oh now you're really split up. See? See? Splitting up's always a bad idea. Always. Ellipses. You really not make it.
帰れないか
Might
も
not
しれ
make it
ない
back home again, huh?
やっぱり
Didn't noise worked. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. I didn't even. Hey, hey, hey. Thank you so much, dude. It is greatly appreciated, Lazy Bobble.
悪いイメージ
It's a nightmare. It's actually happening. I guess before anything happens to either of us,
私の気持ち
I should tell her how I feel.
解くべきかな
Oh. Gay
なんちゃ
or not. There's really no way it'd ever work out.
持田君に
Might as I try as I might. I was about to say, might as I try. Might as I try. I'd say no chance against Machida. We read that already. I'm pretty sure we found those. Whoa, wrong button. We found those 4 musketeers. 1, 2, 3, 4. All of them with cracked in ribs and shit. All right. Now we can follow that voice. I think I heard somebody calling out.
が読んでる
Follow the voice? Yeah, sure. Did Chris ever respond? He didn't, that bitch. He never responded. He like got online and then went offline. Son of a bitch. Quick recap. Ah! What the fuck? They're cutting the grass. It's like the 3rd time this week. Come here. Come here. They're just cutting the grass, buddy. Ellipses. That was the first time, huh? Dark, scarier than the whole game. First time I ever fought with Naomi like that. Pant. You need to get you some jeans. I'm so fucking stupid. No mistake, I parted ways. Fear I've been harboring since I got here just kept growing stronger and stronger. Felt like something else was in my head, like I was under some alien influence. My mentally distraught state, I ran through a building, frantically searched for Seika. So, I just kept calling her name over and over again. Strangely, I have no memory where I went during this time. I just ran off in daze, unaware and concerned with my surroundings. When I finally came back to my senses, I found myself standing in the 3rd floor hallway.
聖子どこにいるの聖子ねえ一人にしないで
Gasp.
聖子いるの
Yeah, that's her, all right. These windows are cracked. Jump out. What? Oh. Oh, these. Yeah. I never even noticed that before. Jump out of the third story? She took her shoes off before it happened, too. It's off the inside. Someone's definitely in there. Close the damn door. Gasp! Why'd you hang her so she was chilling? Why indeed? We'll find out later.
聖子生きてるの？今助けるから。
Strangle.
ごめん。どうすれば。
Direct to the ceiling, and there's nothing at her feet. All attempts to help are just strangling her further. Oh, like I said, we gotta hit the bucket. Nice. I think he hung this up a bit crookedly. Let me hope. Yeah. It's like, Seiko, come on, you dumb bitch. You forgot. You gotta. That's not how you hang. That's how you tie a noose. Let me tighten it for you. That's how you do it. My new shoe's dirty before she died.
気持ち悪い。でも。
Maggots. Ugh. She used your shoulders to help her stand on them and breathe. Yeah. That's that happens in the next game.
聖子、今助けるから。
Feel like it fell from Naomi's hands. Blank eyes, Seiko swung back and forth slowly in her noose. All life had been completely drained from her face. I don't know if in the original game or the one for like the PSP or PC, if that was I think there was a still image before. I don't think it swung. She actually swung back and forth. What? Imagine the maggots do what? Why would you hang yourself? Why indeed? You were smiling and laughing all this time. You didn't say we... Didn't you say we find a way out of here together? Stop this. Don't leave me all by myself. I want to apologize to you for what I said. Up until just a few hours before, I was laughing and playing in school with my best friend. Now here she was, right in front of my eyes, lifeless, hanging from a noose. How could I possibly accept that as reality? Continued in chapter dos. Chapter 2 has been unlocked. Achievement get. Let's make up. That's not happening. Extra 1 has been unlocked. Continued in chapter 2. Corpse party blood covered. Repeated fear. In second chapter. Continued in second chapter. Press any button. Alright. Chapter 2. Who stays at school past 7? Yeah, no, I don't take it serious at all. That's messed up. Oh, man. I don't know. You kids are different. When I first played this, you know, all those years ago, it hit me different. I appreciated it. I was like, wow, this game's pretty engaging. I'm going to play more of this. It would be fine if they didn't do a fucking occult ritual. I don't have any button. It's hitting me different. We different, yeah. Yeah, you kids are ruthless. Fucking Zoomers. Right, doggy? Ow. This phases me none. Hey, wait a minute. You're subscribed to that nigga too? You're a fucking traitor. You're the shit. Actual traitor. Give Mason a treat. Mix, come here, buddy. I didn't sub, it was gifted. Here. Come here. How dare I stream? Ah! How dare I stream? How dare I? How dare I? Well, let's see here. All right. I want to break this up for... How dare you, Porter? I want to break this up for, like, YouTube. I think I'm going to put this on YouTube because I always wanted to make a... I always wanted to do Corpse Party on YouTube. But now, I can put it... now, I'm doing it with you guys so I can put it on YouTube. You show more emotion when the trailer accidentally plays than when the chick's best friend hung herself. When the trailer accidentally plays. You have no idea how much I played this game before. What? No idea. I played this game before, and I've watched other people play this game before for a very long time. And point is, you're a nigga. Me? Poor, remember Sham Pagan? That's crazy. I'm a nigga. I know. You are not calling me that. You sand nigga. There's gotta be a better way to kill yourself than hanging. Say that again. All right, but this is where we're gonna cut it off for Corpse Party for right now. I want to do a chapter or stream. That's what I want to do. It's like quick parts to upload to YouTube. Well, not quick, but you know, more manageable parts instead of the whole thing. Champagne, yeah. But you stream once a month. No, now that this is out, like, I'm definitely gonna stream this. I can't stream this like once a week because fucking Halloween's gonna be over. So we're gonna stream this until it's like once a day. And then I gotta do the Dead by Daylight event and the For Honor event. And Speaking of uploading stuff. Never uploaded Undertale stream and I missed the end of it. I'm screaming. I did upload it. I just never made it public. Here, I'll fix that right now. What was the title of the first one? Undertale Blind 100% Pacifists. Alright. Bro, I actually want to get this. Undertale Blind Pacifists. That's not how you spell it. Part 2. I'll just make this public and do all that stuff later. Pacifist. No, there was a C somewhere in there. Like there was two C's somewhere in there. I'm like, what the fuck am I spelling? Pass the fist. And I was like, wait, what is this? All right, dudes. Well, if you're new here, use the Discord. Discord, do the tap the exclamation mark Discord to join Discord if you want. That what she's doing, and the YouTube if you want to check out YouTube. Yeah, that. Thank you so much, dudes. Am I gonna stream again today? Probably. If I do, it's probably gonna be Dead by Daylight. So join me later again if you want. If you don't, it's no problem. Until next time, dudes. Thank you so much. I am Porter, and this was my favorite stream on Citadel.